Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, I want to first of all share a video of John Mbadi. And this video is about a statement that John Mbadi made somewhere there in 2022. And what was happening on that day is that the parliament was in the process of okaying the names which William Ruto had proposed for cabinet. Now, during that time, there were a lot of concern about the people who were picked, or the people whom William Ruto had picked. So this is what John Mbadi said.
We have a choice to make either decision to reject over 60% of these names or give President Ruto his skunk. Let us not interfere with it. We give it to him. He has asked for it. Let us give him his cabinet. We know he's going to run the government from State House. These are not people who can run a government. Apart from a few individuals who are not even more than 8, the rest are incompetent, unqualified, have integrity issues, are people who cannot deliver this country from where it is to the next level.
Now, perhaps you're wondering why I've chosen to bring that video again. I will explain. You already know, or maybe you've not known, that today William Ruto was chairing his first cabinet meeting after declining to sign the finance bill. Now, that is a story that is trending right now. So the fact that I brought in that video, the fact that William Ruto held a crisis meeting with his cabinet, if you link the two dots and the ongoing Gen Z demonstrations, if you link the dots, then you probably know that William Ruto is facing it rough right now. Really facing it rough. And that explains why he held this first cabinet meeting. So I want us to go deeper into this reason of the cabinet crisis. If you look at the daily newspapers, they're all talking about Ruto's purge on the cabinet. So before we get further, please like this video. That's the only way you get to support the work of our channel. And I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos lately. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. The concern by so many Kenyans right now is that Ruto did not choose the correct people who understand his agenda. Why he's failing is because these people don't understand the agenda or the manifesto that he sold to the Kenyans. It's either that is the case or it's the other way around, that Ruto intentionally chose those people because he knew he was not going to deliver according to the manifesto. So now he picked those people he can easily control. I mean, that narrative comes from the video that I shared, because John Mbadi had prophesied even before this swearing in or these cabinet secretaries were sworn in. He had prophesied that there was going to be doom for this cabinet. And that is what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. If only William Ruto had heeded the words of John Mbadi back then, maybe Ruto wouldn't have found himself in this mess right now. Because honestly speaking, he is in a mess. The mess is out there, it's being seen, and the youths are speaking loudly over this mess. I was talking to someone yesterday somewhere, and we were talking about these ministers, because we had noticed that the Senate were on the neck of certain ministers whom they are saying that should be fired. In fact, people like Bonelole were saying that some of these ministries should be merged. They are too much. Then there was the talk of the PSS, almost 50 something. They should be reduced to somewhere like 20 PSS. What is the need for having like 50 something PSS? Well, we can have less than 30 PSS and still run the country well. So this is, I think the move there was to try to shed excesses, So there are CSS who are going to be fired. in this government. I am foreseeing someone like Aisha Juma being fired. There are talks that Ruto might opt to pick some people from Azimio to replace them with some of the people he has as ministers in his own government. One thing that you need to understand is that someone like Ngunjiri won't be picked by Ruto. There are politicians who already declared war with William Ruto because they had not been picked as either PS, as either CAS, as either CS, or ambassadors, or departmental heads, any. They have not managed to secure positions despite the fact that they fought for William Ruto during the campaigns. So those people, because they have openly defied William Ruto and talked and decided to, show their allegiance to Rigathi Gachagua, and created another faction that is fighting William Ruto, most likely William Ruto will not go for these people. I am foreseeing a scenario, going by what I've read somewhere, that William Ruto might opt to go for people in Azimio, because in Azimio you have technocrats. In Azimio you have serious and legit advisors. In Azimio you have qualified personnel. So Ruto might go for some people within Azimio to have them replaced, to have them replace some people he had appointed as cabinet secretaries, people who are not understanding the manifesto, or people who are failing him. I am foreseeing that to be a scenario that Kenyans might find themselves in. Ruto going for those kind of people. Do you think that will solve the problems that UDA is facing right now? There's a time during Mwai Kibaki's time whereby Mwai Kibaki realized that he needed some people from the LDP, the faction that was fighting him during 2002 to 2007. So he went for people within Raila Amolo Odinga's cycle. So we might see a scenario here, now, that Ruto can also decide to borrow a leaf from that example and implement it in his regime. Probably pick people from Azimio, and give them positions in government, especially as ministers, because right now the idea is to try to contain the problems that Kenya is being faced with as much as Ruto can. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go below the comment section and offer your reaction. Maybe you can insinuate, what do you think Ruto is going to do there after holding that first cabinet meeting? Is he going to fire those ministers? Is he going to reshuffle them? What is he going to do? Is he going to replace them with some other people from the other faction of Azimio? What is he going to do? Just go below the comment section and you can offer your reaction. So perhaps if you watch this video and not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.